Welcome back, friends, and we're just going to get started because I'm really looking forward to this one today. Because with today's signature edition, we have Darkest Dungeon. Where a lot of these other signature edition games where I'm buying to try them for the first time, Darkest Dungeon is an example of a game which I've tried before and really enjoy. And with it temporarily back in stock on the signature edition website, I figured why not. So Darkest Dungeon, it's an RPG game developed by Red Hook Studios and published by Merge Games. In the game, the player manages a roster of heroes to explore dungeons below a gothic mansion the player has inherited. Played out in a mix of real-time movement and turn-based combat, the core feature of Darkest Dungeon is the stress level of each hero that increases with further exploration and combat. A character who sustains a high stress level may gain afflictions that will hamper or possibly enhance their performance as an explorer. So in exploring through these procedurally generated dungeons, the hero which you choose belong to one of 15 character classes and have their own statistics and skills which can be upgraded over time. However, if a hero dies while exploring a dungeon, the hero's lost for good. So not only does it have that really unique aspect when a hero's stress impacts their statistics, but it's also got that risk factor, where if the hero dies then they're gone for good. So anyway, enough about the game itself, let's get this signature edition open because I'm really excited to see what's inside. You usually find with these signature editions that you get this little artwork on the outside of the box. And with the front cover of the box, nothing too exciting, but they have gone for that really nice gothic theme. Deep within the twisted earth beneath the mansion, the ancestors sought power and wealth. Instead, he found unrelenting madness. That burden is now yours to bear. You remember our venerable house? I am really glad these came back in stock for a little while. Usually when something's gone in signature edition games, it's gone for good. And I wonder if it's just spares they had lying around. But who cares, this thing's in immaculate condition. Every time they post these games to me, it's always wrapped up really nicely. Anyway, after getting this thing open, you can see you're greeted with the signatures of the development team. This is something you get in all signature edition games, hence the company title, Signature Edition Games. And then you're given a certificate with the number of the copy of the game you have, and as you can see I've got the 602nd copy. I do have some of these now at a much lower number than this. Moving on, we have some really nice pin badges which represent emblems from the game itself. And then we have the main reason we're here, which is the Nintendo Switch game box. You can get these boxes for the Switch, the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4 and now the PS5. Ruin has come to our family. Recruit, train and lead a team of flawed heroes against the unimaginable horrors, stress, famine, disease and the ever-encroaching dark. And inside, because we don't accept boring Nintendo Switch cases in this channel, we have a nice artwork on the inside cover of the box and we also have a note telling us that we're getting a DLC with the game, which is nice because most signature edition games are from independent companies and usually don't have DLC on top of the game itself, which signifies that Darkest Dungeon went on to be a commercial success, which is truly deserved. And under the game box we have something that's really interesting. To introduce each class of hero you can choose in the game, they've given you this really artistic little comic book. Now this is just really well done and it just highlights the amazing artwork that goes into this game. And I think with the inclusion of this little book, I'm going to have to say that this is probably my favourite signature edition so far. Perhaps biased because I really do like Darkest Dungeon, but then again I really like Northgard as well and I'd argue this one's still much better. Anyway, we're not done yet because we also have a soundtrack of the game. With most signature edition games you get an artwork or a soundtrack, but this one they've thrown in both, which is nice. And how cool is that? I'm going to have to get a CD player again to play some of these soundtracks, because the soundtrack in this game is excellent. So I think that'll about do it for today's Signature Edition unboxing video. Darkest Dungeon is a game that I would really recommend, and you often see it on sale on Steam and even the Nintendo eShop. So I'm really happy with my collection so far. If you want to see another unboxing video for these Signature Edition games, please feel free to check out my channel. But until next time, see ya.